Hello and welcome back to Drift Bucket Season 3. I'm excited. It's a great day. We've got a family reunion behind me over here. I've got all the boys down. They're all here to, and nobody's even saying hello. Was it something I said? Hello! Guys, this is a super exciting episode. We're launching Season 3. The Drift Bucket is over here. The gents are over there. Julian's in the back. He's doing some fiberglassing. Brandon's come to fix a bumper and drink some beer. Dan is going to help me this evening to finally weld up a manifold, or at least tack a manifold together. If you guys have been keeping up to date with all the other videos, we've finally gotten a turbo, we've gotten a log style manifold, or we've planned a log style manifold, and I bought some steam pipe, and that is what we're doing in this episode. We're gonna basically tack it up, weld it up, make sure that it's gonna fit in the way that we want it to, so that we can obviously weld it permanently, machine it flat, and then build a downpipe and exhaust. Once that's done, the car's running again, and it's super exciting because we've got a new turbo. It's going to be a brand new setup. This is the first look at the new turbo that we've got. It is basically the equivalent of a T28. This came off someone that was doing drag racing, and the reason they're not using it anymore is because they've gone to a bigger turbo. This is Julian's old turbo. This is the one that you guys saw in the previous Drift Bucket update, and obviously you can see by the size difference that this would have been, once again, hopelessly way too big for the application. The plan behind this, the reason we're doing this, the whole point of this test is to see what a smaller turbo, how the spool will react on the motor, because I mean, we have bought the motor, but it's only 1.9 liter equivalent, and it was just taking way too long to spool, even on a genuine Garrett 31 or 3071R. So we've got a journal bearing. It was nice and cheap, just to essentially test. We're going to weld up a log style, we're going to put it on, we're going to see how it performs, and then based on those figures and based on obviously the graph, we'll be able to decide what turbo we go for, sort of for the permanent application from here on out. Dan's over here. He's he's not over here. So over here we've got our log manifold pieces, and as you can see, obviously they're a bit too big, so we're gonna have to cut them down to size. We have been practicing over here, but Dan got a little bit more than excited and cut a little bit too much off, so we're giving it another go.
That's what happens when you watch YouTube wrong.
Yeah, well, yeah, American measurements versus our measurements, a little bit different.
I watched the video wrong.
Okay, well, I was trying to save you a little bit of dignity here, but it is what it is.
I never make mistakes.
So we're going to measure these bad boys up. We're going to slap them on the saw. This is Dan's second favorite toy because it's basically a much bigger grinder than his other grinder, and we know how much Dan loves his grinders, so... Well, there you go. That's the fine millimeterage of what needs to actually come off. Hey, that's actually looking pretty sick, dude. I'm actually legitimately excited for this one. Like, I'm not excited in the sense that we're gonna make a ton more power. We'll probably make less power. We're sitting on like 240 horsepower now, which I don't think we won't go much lower than that, because we'll still be aiming for a bar of boost. Or essentially 2 bar if you're counting atmospheric pressure as well. I've had my fun with it, don't get me wrong. Like, the car everyone keeps telling me the car is fast. I don't feel that it's fast, but like, it's pretty quick. It's given quite a few guys some gapperinos, and yeah, I'm kind of over that. I'm over the speed, and it's a lot safer to go sideways at 60 or 80 versus going straight at 200, especially in the Drift Bucket. I'm sorry, like, for any of those of you that have driven with me, you would know, but for those of you that don't, going fast is one thing, but doing it in a 2-ton car feels very different to doing it in a not even a 1-ton car. It's sketchy. It's real sketchy. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's
I like men. No airbag.
yeah, we die like men. Oh man. Well, hopefully with this turbo upgrade we won't have to do any dying anytime soon. Because I need to live a long time to level up my skill to match Julian. Like if you guys seen the last video, I'll link it up here. Go check it out. That man is he's leveled up beyond.
Yeah,
But like that's insane. That's what seat time does for you. You are a bad influence. Like I can't do this. Back to serious things over here. Like that is actually my new exhaust pipe. That joke's on you, bro. Like, I must say I'm impressed, dude. Like I've never seen a saw go through that much just to cut a piece of pipe. Like
It's thick, eh?
that's what she said. Okay, so we made some progress here. You are like a ninja, bro. Like I try and film this guy. By the time I click record, he's done 3 things already. So now we're just gonna put him on. Cool. My dude, look at that. Dude, there's gonna be so much space for a turbo here, like, and a proper downpipe and everything. I'm excited for this for the first time ever. Look at, we've even attracted a crowd here.
Top mounted there.
Right there, because then we can even mount it like.
Forward, yeah.
Can even angle it.
Then you've got more space to go down here, dude.
Yeah, because you want
big
that down.
thingy,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I think most of the guys.
Boys, it's looking like this might just be a Turbo Miata again
Yeah.
very soon.
We need a slapsticker, super cuck.
Wow, really?
Yeah, for the whole team, that's for you.
I'm offended. I'm properly offended now.
No, you know why? You know why I say that? Because if you look at my cuts, that's why.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I'm sponsored by Super Kak and or Super Skiff. Actually, that's the way. But what's the plan now? You said basically cut it off here. Weld this
yeah,
off.
I'm gonna see what I can weld here, how far we can get before we run out of gas, because I think we're going to. And then, yeah.
Well, I reckon we cut it here and we pick it up tomorrow, and then we finish the episode. All right, guys. So we're gonna leave it there for today. We'll pick it up tomorrow, but I'm gonna include that in this episode as well. So it's a day for us, but it's a second for you. And we are back. It is actually it's the second day for you guys, but for us it's like next week. As you can see, we've actually both gotten haircuts, looking fresh today. Why are you leave my noodles alone? So unfortunately, this episode has been a little bit delayed. So we had to get a big bottle of gas because unfortunately trying to fill up the small bottle, that wasn't going so well.
Yeah, it's a pain. And screw it.
It's literally, tonight's the night we finish it basically. Like,
Well, we're gonna try, yeah. So we need to get this all welded up, finished, and then place the turbo, the flange. Get that done, place the wastegate flange, and then, yeah. after
make
that,
it pretty,
it's just
make it
bolting
fit.
stuff.
We've actually got the car in the lift today. This is exciting, man. I'm not holding thumbs that it runs tonight, but I'm pretty sure we'll mount up the turbo tonight, and we'll definitely get it to a point where the next episode we shoot will be tuning, and like once it's tuned, we'll have a running car again. Like, I'm honestly, it's been so long since I've been in this car, and for the first time in my life, I've actually just been like, you know, it's cool that I'm like, I kind of lost touch with the fact that I actually own this car. Like, I'm so used to the i10 and just going for drift lifts and things with other people that, like, this is gonna be like a gift, man. This is gonna be like the first time I've driven this car. So we made some progress thanks to that guy over there, and yeah, I guess this is the long.
Not you.
Not you. Not you. Anyways, so we've come to the long part of the process where it literally is. It's just planning. Like we sit, hold the turbo here, put this here, put that there, try and see where we're gonna get, because my wastegate is also, it's like pretty big. So getting all this stuff to fit. You know we're PG. You're the reason I'm gonna get demonetized. Thanks. Like obviously there's a lot of planning that needs to go in here to get everything to fit, because not only do we need to get the wastegate in there for the hood exit, and obviously try and not starve any particular cylinder on its own. We don't want anything to run lean or cause any boost surges, things like that. Like we are just testing it, but again, it needs to actually work. And then again, you know, you've got your oil feed, your oil drain. There's a lot that goes on here. Like, yeah, literally just in that pit, like right there, there's a lot that needs to go on. So I think we might have to split up this episode into 2 different parts. And yeah, but this is exciting though. We've made a lot of progress. Like a hell of a lot of welding has been done, and we have the manifold now. The turbo fits on it. Now it's kind of just like, I guess episode 2 would be like planning the rest, welding,
yeah, I suppose
getting it all wrapped up and starting.
Episode 1 would be manifold and flange. Episode 2 will be wastegate, turbo downpipe.
Look, it just goes on.
Now we're going backwards. This is going backwards.
We're going.
Ooh, we are backwards in time when this thing spools up, bro.
Guys, I think we're gonna cut it here. We call this episode 1. We did make a hell of a lot of progress, and I think episode 2 will just basically be all the planning that needs to go into it, the last of the welding, getting the wastegate teed up, and then obviously just putting all the fittings on the turbo and actually getting the car started, because once we're at that point, we can check for leaks and things and obviously take it for tuning. I do think there are going to be a couple of service items. We'll probably do like an oil change and stuff. I mean, it has been standing for a while, so obviously want to make sure that it's like, yeah, new oil, new water. Just make sure everything's tip-top shape before we take it tuning, because as soon as it's been tuned, we're going to be sending it like properly. And then it's going to be proper sending, you know, we're not going to take it light. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit it with a like, make the YouTube algorithm happy, and we obviously also appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have, you're awesome. Continue being awesome, and I will see you in the next episode.